Most people think dying before 80 is about bad luck, genetics, a sudden heart attack, cancer that comes out of nowhere. That's the story people arrive with. But when you watch aging closely, year after year, a different story appears. People who die early don't collapse suddenly. They drift there quietly over time, not from one disease, from a repeatable pattern that starts long before anyone feels sick. I'm 92 years old. I practiced as a physician caring for older adults, following the same patients year after year as their physical, cognitive, and emotional capacity changed. And I need to be honest with you, early in my career I saw this pattern forming and I wasn't sure I understood what I was seeing yet. By the time I did, some people were already beyond my reach. Because once decline becomes obvious, the ending is usually already in motion. The earliest mistake almost everyone made after 60 was waiting for pain, waiting for tests to worsen, waiting for a doctor to say, now this matters. Here is what I watched instead. People would say, I don't feel sick. But they paused before standing. They searched for words that didn't arrive. They reread what they just read. They chose rest before effort was required. This matters. Hesitation, physical, mental, or emotional, is early loss. If your body or mind stalls before acting, decline has already begun. When hesitation feels ordinary, danger is already active. I heard this sentence endlessly. Doctor, I'm just getting older. What they meant was, I'm losing things. But what that sentence did was far more dangerous. It caused relief. Say it quietly to yourself. I'm just getting older. Notice what happens. Shoulders loosen, breath drops, urgency fades, aging slows recovery, decline removes ability. That calm feels good, and that calm is exactly what allows decline to continue unchecked. The moment loss feels reasonable, the body stops trying to reverse it. After permission comes adjustment. People simplify days, avoid emotional intensity, reduce mental strain, choose predictability. Nothing dramatic breaks, but the body and brain adopt one rule: protect what's left. For some, this looks like caution. For others, pain avoidance. For some, a single injury that never quite resolves. Different triggers, same adaptation. Steps shorten, stairs feel heavier, conversation drains faster. Recovery leaks into tomorrow. Decline doesn't announce itself. It feels like control. If protection becomes the priority, capacity is already being traded away. There is a sentence I learned to fear. Something changed and I never fully came back. Sometimes it followed pain, sometimes injury, sometimes nothing obvious at all. Before the mind explains anything, the body reacts. Breath tightens, chest stays guarded, muscles hold, thoughts hesitate, emotion doesn't rise. Not one by one, together. No words yet, just knowing. Only then does language return. Not fatigue, not motivation, not mood. This is the moment the body no longer reaches forward. I need to tell you something carefully. There was a period in my own life when rest stopped restoring me, and effort felt heavier than its reward. I didn't know then whether that narrowing would pass or whether the part of me that reached forward was already slipping away. That question never fully answered itself. Some people feel this early, some don't. Here is the test, and your body answers before thought. If effort still feels safe, you have margin. If effort feels uncertain, margin is thin. If effort feels dangerous, the window is closing now. And when that recognition lands, the time anchor lands with it, not later. Your next birthday. After this point, nothing breaks. It moves away. Recovery doesn't quite return. Strength comes back smaller. Words stay just out of reach. Emotional range thins, not gone, too far. And one day, without noticing when, you stop reaching for baseline because it no longer feels accessible. After 60, whatever the body stops reaching for, it slowly releases. Avoidance, pain, injury. They all arrive here. Longevity belongs to bodies that still reach forward. Most people think early death comes from disease. It doesn't. It comes from the year your body stops reaching forward, and nothing interrupts that retreat. I've seen what happens when that moment is missed, and I still carry the faces of people who crossed it quietly. If this shift has already begun, the danger isn't philosophical. Function is already leaking. And once the body lets go of forward reach, no treatment can force it back. That letting go often completes itself this year. The people who live longest don't wait for certainty. They return to the first thing they quietly stopped. The walk, the call, the lift, the effort, before distance becomes permanent. At 92, after decades of watching this pattern repeat, and standing close enough to feel how easily reach can fade, this is what remains true. Longevity belongs to the people who never let their bodies stop reaching forward.